From the Bob Mills Weather Center, meteorologist Stephen Nehrenz.
It has been a cold, cloudy day across northeastern Oklahoma, Tulsa included, but nothing compared to what's headed our way Thursday and Friday. Still overcast look here in Tulsa. And again, we've been stuck right around the freezing mark most of the day. Wind chills in the 20s with that brisk north breeze. A big coat weather for sure. It's been a big difference from north to south. It's one of these stubborn wintertime low cloud decks that we can get this time of year. And when they move in and there's not enough wind to kind of mix them out, move them out, well, this is what happens. So I'm going to loop you from mid to late morning to now. Again, the other cloud deck that was in southeastern Oklahoma has mostly faded away. So upper 40s, low 50s to the south, but we're barely above the freezing mark along I-40 and still below freezing in portions of Pawnee and Osage County. You can see it's trying to break up a little bit in northern Osage County and into southeast Kansas. So we'll see some breaks by late in the day, but at this point, our far northern counties going to be quite a bit chillier than everyone else compared to this time yesterday. Under that cloud deck, we're anywhere from 10 to more than 20 degrees colder than we were lunchtime yesterday, unfortunately. So highs this afternoon, 30s under the clouds, 40s and even some low 50s where there's sunshine in southeastern Oklahoma. So Thursday, no real changes here. This has been lining up for us for a while. Plummeting temperatures very early Thursday morning. The winds, I mean, really, this is what's going to be the most impactful thing. It's the temperature and the wind. Wind chills fall below zero by the mid-morning hours, if not before that, and stay there. And then we're talking about not only blowing snow, but potential for a flash freeze on the roads. I'm going to explain what I mean by that here in just a second. I think that may cause as many travel issues as anything else. So here's the wind component. We're going to try to do this kind of piece by piece with the front on Thursday. So the winds, I mean, when the front comes in, it's going to be an immediate ramp up of winds Thursday morning. 35, 40-mile-an-hour gusts will be pretty common. There will be some gusts higher than that through the midday hours. There may be a tendency for those higher end gusts to start to back off later in the day Thursday, but I mean, it's going to stay windy. I'm going to roll this through Thursday night, through Friday. Notice the winds don't get a whole lot better. I mean, even into Friday, it's going to stay cold and windy, and then by Saturday, Christmas Eve, those winds should be a little bit better. Here's the temperature part of this. So right now, we've got the timeline approximately about 4 to 5 a.m. for the front to reach the Tulsa Metro Thursday morning. It could come in even faster than that. These kind of fronts often do. So early in the morning, it surges in. Notice the immediate drop into the teens behind the front, and then some of us near north of Tulsa may fall to the single digits midday into Thursday afternoon. Upper teens, maybe near 20 in southeastern Oklahoma, as if that's any better. And then the wind chill part of this, what it's going to feel like, this is dangerous territory. I mean, below zero is one thing. When we start talking wind chills 10, 15, 20 below zero, that is not something you want to be out in. So even by sunrise Thursday, we're falling below zero on the wind chill in northeastern Oklahoma, and it just does not improve during the daylight hours, and especially as we head towards Thursday night and Friday morning, wind chills of 15 to 20 below zero area wide. Again, that will be dangerous. So here's what I'm talking about with the flash freeze potential. So we're going to have a little bit of rain out ahead of the front. Once the front pushes through, as you just saw, we drop quickly into the teens. So if we have any wet roads, they would freeze almost instantly. And so before the snow starts to fall Thursday morning, we may have a potential for roads to get slick very quickly where they are wet. And then from the morning hours through early afternoon Thursday, some areas of blowing snow. This is just talking about the chances, slight, moderate, and likely chances of snow. The further north you go, the more likely it'll be. I think we'll have snowflakes flying in most spots, but the further south you head, the less likely it is to accumulate. Here's how that looks on future view right now. So again, a little bit of that light rain that could be flash freezing behind the front, and then here are those waves of snow. This is a fast moving system. So that's one thing that's going to limit the snowfall accumulation totals. And believe it or not, by late Thursday, we may have some sunshine breaking back out. So maybe about an inch of snow on average here in the Tulsa Metro. The higher amounts likely up into far southeast Kansas and off into Missouri. So not big time snow amounts, but there could be some drifting of snow, blowing of snow around the roads. Thursday, Friday, no change there. Bitterly, frigidly cold, dangerously cold. Winds settled down a little bit over the weekend, but still very cold Christmas Eve and Christmas Day.